Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I wanted to cover with you how much you should invest in crypto. I get a lot of questions on this. Is $5,000 enough? Is $10,000 enough? Is $1,000 enough? How much should I invest? How much is safe to invest in crypto? So I wanted to get this covered for you guys. I got a lot of different answers for this actually, depending on your situation. So I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Please give this video just a really quick like to get the YouTube algorithm flowing. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so I got a couple examples here. I'm going to kind of go over just quick examples. These are not set in stone by any means. These are some portfolio examples that I've used in my previous videos, so the prices on these may have changed. I haven't gone through and checked them all to see if the prices fluctuated a lot on these, but just examples, quick examples that you can use, and you can fit the dollar amounts in how you want. But basically, I'm going to give you just 4 different examples of portfolios here real quick, an A and a B example for each, and then I'm going to get into some details personalized to you and what you should maybe invest or what you might think about investing. I'm not here to tell you what to do, guys. This is really up to you and what's your comfort level with crypto. It is a high-risk investment, so just keep that in mind. Really, you shouldn't invest anything into crypto that you're not willing to lose, except for maybe into like Bitcoin and Ethereum possibly. But I want to cover these examples for you, and these are going to vary based on your situation. So for example, one here, I've got the $500 portfolio, 1 quant, 7 Solana, 5,000, well, and actually Gala's on here. I wouldn't even invest, honestly, wouldn't even invest in Gala anymore. These are old examples that I'm using, so don't take this to heart, but these are just kind of an example of what you could have on your portfolio. There's a lot coming out with Gala right now, and this isn't really part of this video. I'll probably cover this in another Gala video, but there's a lot of things going on with Gala right now that is very, very shady. And very shady indeed, and I'm not happy with what I'm seeing at all. I'm glad I sold my Gala, let's put it that way. And basically, from what I'm seeing out there, they're actually continually lying to people about dumping coins and stuff on the public. So I'll get into that in another video, but I would replace this Gala with something else like HBAR or something like that. And then I've got Miria on here and GFAL. These are 2 good projects for this example A. And this example B, I've got 1 quant, 500 ADA, 2,500 Caspa, which you probably can't get that now for $100, maybe 2,000 Caspa. And then I got 22,000 Jasmy and 10,000 MCADE. And then for a $1,000 portfolio, I've got 2 quant, 16 Solana, 8,700 Gal. Again, I would replace that with like HBAR or something like that, or Caspa or something. And then 66,000 Miria, 7,200 GFAL for example A, and then for example B, I've got 2 quant, 1,000 ADA, 3,750 Caspa, 6,500 Gala, which I would definitely replace that with something else, and then 18,750 MCADE. These are just quick examples. So basically, I would, for the most part here, for these $500 portfolios, I would make sure that I have at least 1 quant, because quant's a pretty safe bet, and I'm very confident it's going to hit like 1,500 to 2,500 in the next bull run, but I would say 1,000 for sure would be my target for quant. So that just by itself should potentially double your portfolio in the upcoming bull run. And you wouldn't have to sell the whole quant at once. You could sell like a fourth or half of a quant at like $900, and then wait to see if it goes to $1,500, $2,500, and sell the other half or something. But definitely take some profits on the way up, guys. Same with all these. I would have, a good portion of it in Solana, Quant, ADA, XRP, some of those more stable projects out there that are good projects that are going to lift up your portfolio in case the other coins don't do as well. And then just put a smaller portion, like $75 in the $500 portfolio, into some small caps. But you don't want to go too small. You don't want to have like $10 or $25 or something, because your transaction fees are going to be, pretty much as high as what you're investing at that point, depending on where you're buying your coins at, especially if you're using a DEX. The gas fees alone right now are probably, $20 or something But in the bull run, your gas fees are going to be hundreds of dollars to do a swap on Uniswap. So just keep that in mind. Now, your $1,000 portfolio, again, you're going to keep it very similar, maybe double what you would put in your $500 portfolio, but keep the majority, like 50% of this portfolio in your larger cap coins, your Quant, Solanas, ADAs, stuff like that. So you have a good portion of it in these safer investments that are going to pull up the rest of your investment in case the higher risk ones don't do very well. And then I've got a couple more examples here to quick look at. I've got a $5,000 portfolio and a $10,000 portfolio. I'm probably going to do like a $2,500 portfolio video in the next week or so, just kind of give people some examples for that. And if there's any other ones out there you'd like me to do, maybe I can cover, like an A, B, and C example and different examples of each. But for the $5,000 portfolio, I would highly recommend getting at least 10 quant in there, and that would get you. Right now, you can get less than $1,000, so you can get 10 quant for like $900, something like that, and 75 Solana, 20,000 HBAR, 57,000 GFAL, like $750 worth of GFAL and Miria. And then on example B, again, I've got the 10 quant, like 3,500 ADA, 2,000 XRP, 2850, 28,500 Caspa, 135,000 Jasmy, and 50,000 MK tokens. And I've got the estimated returns in here, what these could do in the potentially in the bull run, the low end and the high end. So that's really good returns for a $5,000 investment. And some people are like, well, what about Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, definitely you could put those in your portfolio to keep your portfolio safer. But you're looking at a maximum, I would say, for Ethereum to hit 10,000. So maybe a 5 to 6x out of Ethereum in the upcoming bull run. It is a safe investment. Bitcoin, you're maybe going to get a 3 to 4x from its current price in the upcoming bull run, maybe more. But potentially, I would potentially say that Bitcoin is going to be a really tough sell to get above 100,000 in the upcoming bull run. I know a lot of people are calling for $150,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin or even higher, but I would estimate that, I would say somewhere in that $100,000 range to $120,000 is going to be my kind of estimate for Bitcoin. To get up above $100,000 is going to be really tough, but these ETFs could definitely push it above those levels. And then for the $10,000 portfolio, I've got 20 Quant, 100 Solana, 8,000 ADA, 40,000 HBAR, 50,000 GFAL, 500,000 Miria. On example B, I've got 20 Quant again, 8,000 ADA, 4,000 XRP, 50,000 Caspa, 25,000 GFAL, 333,000 Miria, 62,500 MK, and 135,000 Jasmine. These are just estimates. These prices could have changed since I put these portfolios together. If you want to see these portfolios in detail, I have videos from about a few weeks or a month or so ago on each of these portfolios. You can go back in my video history and look at those, and you can mix and match these up how it fits for your portfolio and your personal conviction in each one of these projects. There's other great ones out there that you can definitely add to these that are not included in these. These are just projects that I like personally. Nothing against any of the other projects out there. There's a lot of great ones out there that I'm not covering, and I'm not trying to downplay any of the other projects out there that you guys like that are also great projects. There's literally a lot of great projects in crypto that are going to do fantastic in the upcoming bull run, and I'm not going to cover them all. I'm just not. I can't keep up with 100 different projects and try to do videos on each one. It's not going to do you guys any justice for me to try to do that. And these are projects that I like and I have conviction on and I think are going to do well. And you should do the same. The ones that you have conviction on and you think are going to do well, you should be investing in those. And I get people commenting on my videos about, oh, this coin's going to zero, or this coin's not going to do this, or this coin is not going to do that. Nobody knows, okay? It's really what happens is what happens, and that's how it is. You got to try to pick the best one that you think is going to do the best, but you got to stay diversified because, if you go all in on one coin and it doesn't do well, as much conviction as you may or may not have in it, it could go to zero. Just any project really could in crypto. You don't know. It's high risk. So keep that in mind. I think these are safer plays. Some of them are higher risk plays, but they're a lower portion of this portfolio, like a $10,000 portfolio. I've got $500 or less in these higher risk plays that are low caps, And if I lose 500 bucks on them, it's not going to kill me at all. Even if I lose 2 or 3 of them, it's not going to kill my portfolio at all. But the potential for them to do extremely well is there, and that could turn that $500, into thousands and thousands of dollars potentially. So keep that in mind. Now, if you're getting up to over the $10,000 in your portfolio, that's when I would definitely start adding some Ethereum or Bitcoin to your portfolio, especially if you're in, the $20, $30, $40, $50,000 range for your portfolio. I've got some people in my Discord that have some Bitcoin in their portfolio, and they're invested in 6 figures, and that's a very smart play for them to do that. I think Bitcoin is the safest play, and Ethereum is probably the second safest one out there if you're looking for safe plays to hedge your portfolio against crashes or for something to do terrible. Those two are always likely to survive and eventually bring your portfolio back up if something bad were to happen in the market or with your project. So keep that in mind. If you want to stay safer, definitely have Bitcoin and Ethereum in your portfolio. My strategy right now is I'm not going with those two because I want the most returns, and I'm kind of doing higher risk. I am doing higher risk by doing that. I'm putting a gamble on it because I want the most returns out of this upcoming bull run. But after I get 6 figures in profits from my crypto, I'm definitely going to be rolling most of that into Bitcoin at some point because that's the safest play out there, and that is the best investment to have your money in over the long term. Bitcoin is my long-term play, and these are my ticket to accumulate the most Bitcoin possible. I'm going to take the ones that have the highest returns, the likely highest returns, not guaranteed by any means. And I'm going to take those profits and I'm going to roll it eventually into Bitcoin. Now, I am going to take a portion of my profits from this bull run, and I'm going to roll those back into some good projects that I think will have better returns in the next bull run in 2029 and 2030. But I'm going to stick a lot of my portfolio into, most of it's going to go into stable coins and my bank, probably 50-50 of each. So I'm kind of diversified there. And then when we get a big bear market crash again, then I'm going to stick a bunch of it into Bitcoin, and I'm going to stick some of it into some of these other plays that I think are going to be good, safe projects for the next upcoming bull run, so I can try to do this all over again. And hopefully history repeats itself. There's absolutely no guarantee of that. And I do get comments on my video almost daily about, well, how do you know the bull run's going to happen? What are you going to do if the bull run doesn't happen, Dean? Well, I don't, this is my plan A, B, C, and D. This is the plan. And if we don't get another bull run, we don't get another bull run. That's fine. If it doesn't happen at some point, I'll start rolling my funds into Bitcoin at some point because that's going to be the safest play in the long term. But historically, we've had crypto 4-year cycles with the Bitcoin halving, and everything right now is lining up for that Bitcoin halving. Now, we could have a black swan event. If that happens, it happens. I'm not going to bet on the unlikely chance that it doesn't happen. I'm going to bet on the chance that it does happen because at this point, everything's pointing towards a bull run coming for 2025. We've got the Bitcoin ETFs coming into play. They're talking about Ethereum investments. And once those get approved, I'm sure we're going to be looking at some other ones coming down the pike. If Solana does well and gets adopted by Visa, you're going to see that take off and probably become number 3. If XRP starts getting big adoption, you're going to see XRP probably catch up to Ethereum at some point, possibly as well. If that starts getting some serious adoption by the financial institution, you've got all these other plays out there that are good, solid projects that could potentially get up into these big market caps eventually in the hundreds of billions of dollars. And if that happens, you're going to have a lot more crypto ETFs out there at some point. But the real goal here is to eventually accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can, because that is the digital store of value for the future. And I know some people think that Caspa out there is, but really Bitcoin is the approved and proven digital store of value. Caspa probably is going to do fantastic in this upcoming bull run. Everything Bitcoin should have been but wasn't. So I think Caspa is going to do fantastic. but it's still not Bitcoin, and it doesn't have the trust of all these large financial institutions. Whether it will or not, it remains to be seen, but we'll just have to kind of see what the future holds. But right now I'm hedging my bets on eventually rolling everything into Bitcoin and having that as the digital store of value for most of my portfolio. So that's kind of where I'm going with this, but really the more money that you're investing into crypto, you want to start hedging more and more of it into safer investments to protect the rest of your portfolio. So if some of it doesn't do that well, you still got safer assets to hold up the value and save your portfolio. So keep that in mind. And as far as how much should you invest in crypto, it really is whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you can technically afford to lose, because crypto is a high risk investment. I know a lot of people out there are kind of betting the farm on crypto. I'm not investing anything that I can't afford to lose. I'm not taking out loans to invest in crypto. I'm using extra money to invest in crypto, and that's where a lot of people make the mistake, is they get themselves over leveraged and they start taking out. I've seen people actually asking on my videos, should I take out a loan to invest in this bull run? No, you shouldn't. That's actually a very horrible idea, because if something does happen and you invest in the wrong projects, or something happens, we don't get a bull run, we get some real strict legislation and crypto crashes really hard, you're going to be sitting in a horrible situation that you put yourself in by taking out a loan. Now, if it's money that you really don't care about and you're okay with losing it at some point, that's another story. But I would not be taking out loans or anything crazy like that to invest in crypto. To me, that's too high a risk. So do whatever you can to get extra money to invest that in crypto, whether it's working a second job. And I've covered this in a lot of my videos before. You can mow the lawn and make $50 to $100 just by mowing somebody's lawn, depending on how big it is. Or if you did like 2 a day or something, you could potentially get $100 just by mowing 2 people's lawns in today's prices. So keep that in mind. You could drive for Lyft or Uber Eats or drive for Uber. You can donate plasma. You can get like $80 or $90 by donating plasma one time. You can do that a couple times a week. There's things that you can do to get a few $100 or $1,000 or so extra per month to invest in crypto. But I just stress out there to you guys to be safe in what you're investing in. Choose wisely. Don't put all your money into 1 or 2 projects. Spread it out to at least 5 different projects so you're diversified in case something happens with 1 or 2 of them. You just never know what's going to happen. Play it safe. Make sure that you're taking out profits on the way up. Don't wait for any magic dollar amounts. If you get like a 5 or 10x, it's really time to start taking out some serious profits on your portfolio and setting that aside for the next bear market or another really good investment opportunity that is, has a high chance of getting you some quick returns or something. But make sure you're just pulling out profits on the way up so you don't get stuck holding for some magic dollar amount that may or may not happen for sure. So just play it safe out there. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Please give this video just a real quick like to get the YouTube algorithm flowing for this video. It really helps get this out to more viewers and helps my channel grow. And my channel's been growing quick thanks to all of you out there that watch me and support me. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, I do have the free Telegram group that you can join. The link is in the description of the video. I also have the membership Discord for anyone who wants to join that. It's only $9.99 a month. It really helps support my channel, but we like to help each other out in there, discuss different projects, and share my trades and that, and all of our different strategies and stuff for the upcoming bull run. It's going to be important in there that we're communicating throughout this bull run coming up and sharing with each other when we're taking our profits and when we're buying and selling different projects out there. And we're investing in a lot of projects out there right now that aren't even public yet. So we're discussing in there about those and what our strategies are going to be going forward for those and other projects that are we don't even discuss on this YouTube channel as well. But you can check that out, and if you try that free trial out for 7 days, I'll throw in a free ebook out there that I have. It's called The Art of Mastering Crypto. I'd be happy to get that out there just for trying the free trial out there. But really appreciate all of you watching my channel. That's all I've got for this video. We'll see you on the next one.